Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. Well, today I'm reviewing the Ezra Zion, part of their honor series, a series of cigars dedicated to basically this man, the 40th President of the United States, Ronald Reagan. This is part of the Reagan series, and this is called the 40th because Reagan was the 40th President. This particular cigar is box pressed. It's 6 by 52. There's the density. This cigar uses grade A Nicaraguan tobacco. The wrapper is Nicaraguan 2006 Cuban seed sun-grown Habano. The binder is Nicaraguan 2006, and the filler is Nicaraguan 2007 Cuban seed Seco, Viso, and Lajero. As I said before, this is the box press 6 by 52. You can see the nice sharp edges in the light. Gold bands, and the one at the foot says Reagan above Honor Series. So let's get right to it. The Ezra Zion Reagan 40th. All right, I need to remove this band at the foot. One of these days these bands are going to call me a liar, but usually they are easy to remove, and luckily this one was also. We'll see that later at the end of the review. Just a nice looking cigar, really is. Sort of a darker brown, not overly dark. Very good draw. To me, a very good draw has just a touch of firmness so that you know you're drawing through a cigar and not sucking through a straw. The first flavors are starting out with like a semi-sweet boysenberry and a lot of dry wood with a little earthiness. A few black coffee notes at the base. White pepper at about a 7.5. So that's sort of how it starts. So let's see where the Reagan 40th goes from here. I guess we're about an inch or so in. And the flavors are about like we described at the beginning, except now we're getting the influx of a little sweet cedar, and it's mixing very nicely with the boysenberry and the sweetness, which I started by saying is sort of a semi-sweet. It's really elevated. It's getting in and out, nice juicy sweetness. Still a lot of dry wood, still earthiness, coffee at the base. Cigar's about medium bodied. Finish is pretty much a, let's go with what one of my terms, a toasted cream. Just a little creaminess with a little toastiness to it. A little bit of lingering white pepper, not a lot. So that's sort of what it's settled down to. And the burn is pretty even. It looks perfect there. And there we've got a little bit of canoe going on, but it'll probably even out. Well, we're at least 2 inches in, approaching the band. And now the flavors are starting to change quite a bit. I'm losing the boysenberry. I've still retained the very sweet cedar. There's now some brown sugar and buttery notes to the sweet cedar. The earthiness is really fading away. The dry wood is there, but not over the top. I still call a cigar medium bodied, close to medium to full, but let's go with medium bodied for now. The finish is sort of changing over to a straight sweet cream that is very, very nice and sweet. That's about it. So it's making quite a radical change here at about, we've got about just about 4 inches left, so we're a good 2 inches in. A little over 2 inches remaining, and I would say we're at medium to full bodied. There's a strong presence of sweet cedar, brown sugar, dry wood, and coffee. You get all those flavors, and they're about equal in amounts. Everything else is about the same. You do have a little bit of brown sugar creeping over to the finish, which is the sweet cream and a little brown sugar. The lingering white pepper seems to have intensified somewhat. That's where we are, and not too far from wrapping it up. Well, we're down to the end, so let's wrap it up. Flavors pretty much continued the same. Cedar, brown sugar, dry wood, coffee. The dry wood really made a big jump here in the final segments. There was a touch of that butteriness that we spoke about earlier that sort of remained, but didn't really get to any richness. Cigar medium to full bodied, and the finish was about unchanged. Been a good cigar. It just, for me, could have had the richness that would have made it great with that brown sugar, but pretty good cigar. Ezra Zion makes good stuff, and we all know that. For me, I'm rating it a 91. Very good cigar. If you're a fan of Ezra Zion, you need to try these, and I think you'll like it too. It's just some of their other things to me were a little better, but this is a very good cigar. So there you have it, the Ezra Zion Reagan from the Honor Series 40th.